sign of Capricorn. This is Kim here to give you your reading. This is going to be for, well, for the next 3-day reading. Let's do a Celtic cross. Because I've been kind of into the tarot today a little bit. Let's do that. All right. Spirit guides, angels, please guide me. Messages for the Most High, for the sign of Capricorn, whom I hope has had a wonderful day today. Whatever you're doing, what you're doing. See what we have. I might need to put this, if I can put that over there. Like over there. That'll work. Much better. Much better. Okay, Capricorn. Whoop. General messages. So we'll just have to see, though, because sometimes it comes across as something to me. More so. Okay, so starting off some minor arcana right here. There's our major. I was about to say, what's... Wow. 2 for my outcome. Okay. So it's like, where's the major arcana? There's your major arcana. You definitely have them. Let's see. You can get that all into view. 144 on the timer there. Okay. So let's take a look here. Recent past, we have the Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups. If this is, and remember that the gender of the card, whether it's a queen or a king, doesn't really mean it's going to be a male or female in a human. So this is somebody who's very intuitive. They are coming mainly from that divine feminine energy. So like just personality traits, this person would be very easy to talk to, kind of easygoing. Everywhere they go, like you can tell that they have a lot of love for themselves, and that radiates as to others, you know. So there's something very soft and gentle, even picking up like pinkish tones on an aura, rose or violet. So this could be you. I mean, if you're feeling, you know, I'm feeling extra loving, especially to myself here, so that I can be ready to receive when maybe love comes, or if it's not love, whatever, you know. So I think you're open and you're receptive. Very like Piscean energy. What's interesting is what you don't see coming, I look at as on the bottom of the deck, because, you know, it would be on the bottom of the deck. Normally we wouldn't see that card. And you have the Knight of Cups, which is a unexpected offer coming your way, or an opportunity. So, oh, and I split it at the Knight of Cups. Oh no, please don't fall. Okay, now we can figure out what this Queen of Cups is actually about. Here, get some clarification. Justice and the Knight of Pentacles. Good energy too, because these are all mixed up, so they definitely can come in the reverse if they need to. But these are upright, so this is maybe even a lucrative offer here, a contract or partnership. Justice is here with the Knight of Pentacles, so it's kind of like an offer that's really maybe too good to refuse. I don't know, but I'm noticing the scales, and the scales are even on a card that they aren't usually on, which is, it's usually on the 6 of Pentacles over here, but instead this one's on the 4 of Pentacles. But then they just happen to be like right next to each other, so that's really interesting. For somebody, this is like the house offer that you've always wanted. Something that really connected to your heart, or even an offer like for your house or something like that, for a contract. Something that you're like locked into. Maybe about, yeah, about house, or about the foundations, about what you're building. if this is a partnership here that's coming in, the person is very dependable, loyal, dependable, steadfast. And those are the kind of words you would use to describe that kind of person. So you have Libra, Virgo energy. You have Libra energy with the Two of Swords. You have Aquarius with the Seven of Swords. So that could be concerning. So it's interesting because the person that's making this decision, their eyes are covered. But here with the Seven of Swords, this person has kind of like a mask on, but their eyes are open. Really giving me the feeling like this is an outside force or another energy around who's trying to be kind of deceptive when it comes to you and some big decision that you have to make. I don't know if somebody's trying to deceive you in making, so what is it? I think we need to know what is the decision about first before I can figure out why. Maybe something's hidden, all the information's not there. If there's a form, maybe it's like written in small print. Tell me the decision, what the decision is about. Two of Swords. It's about the Six of Cups, and it was in the reverse. It flipped in the upright. So this is normally like a soulmate energy. It can be friends or family too. It doesn't have to just be soulmate, like for that purpose. Of course, soulmates can come in all kinds of different forms for us, right? But it feels like it's good news related to that. Maybe this challenge is here, the strategy of telling no one what your decision is before you make it. Queen of Wands. Feeling a little risky, brave, daring. It's willing to get burned, okay? It's risking getting burned, or like willing to get burned, just to put yourself back out there. And so then maybe that's the strategy too here. So the decision is about a connection, a significant connection, and the journey. And the memories. You can say nostalgia is there with the Six of Cups. So we do have two energies of like keeping something, or two cards that suggest keeping something to yourself. You know, we have that Seven of Swords, which is the challenge. And then now I have the Four of Pentacles in the heart of the matter. And we can be kind of sealed off to ourselves, sticking to our own foundation. You know, there's different ways you can, you know, to interpret that, but kind of not talking to others about what you're going to do. It's interesting, Capricorn. And it is your energy, by the way. Whatever this is you're feeling like the King of Pentacles, so you are committed. And look, we have two King of Pentacles. I just noticed that. So that's how you're feeling. That's super committed, and it's also very wealthy. Feeling like you've mastered something here that has to do with how you manifest your wealth. So you're holding it down, or your heart is holding. Maybe your heart is just sticking to what it knows right now. Sticking to the familiar. Two of Cups. Two of Swords. Two. It's like this decision that has to do with a partnership. Do I move forward with it or what? You know, it feels like the choice has to also to do with what would be balanced and what would be good for a person's foundation. I don't know if that's in regards to like a child too, like the balance here. Something is growing and positively. And because you have justice and you have 222, you have some major choices coming in here about really who you want to build with and who you want to continue holding up the walls for. You know, there's some people you will hold up the walls for, you know, no problem. But that's the question, I guess, that's on the heart. Tell me about how Capricorn's feeling with the King of Pentacles being here. 9 of Wands in the reverse. I can understand that. Today, especially. Exhausted and not giving any more energy to something here. Or just not. We're exhausted. I don't know if it might be a person who is exhausted. You could be somebody in the family. Either it's like the breadwinner or this is a separate person. Taurus energy, Sagittarius energy. Could be that you're just tired of dealing with somebody. So you have no more energy. It's like because there's other things that you have that you're committed to. So you feel like, yeah, I'm not giving that any more of my energy. In the environment, you have the 6 of Pentacles, but I want to see clarification before I say what that is. King of Swords, Aquarius energy. It's about teamwork and cooperation, everybody working as a team, maybe even getting advice like from a professional or somebody who's an advisor, somebody who provides good, wise counsel. They really know their stuff. How to get love, harmony back into like relationships and family dynamics is what this energy feels like to me. Whoa. Ace of Pentacles fell on the floor, but it is upright. The way that it fell was like this. So I see this is what's coming here in the future for you. A new opportunity, a good financial opportunity. It opens up a portal for financial stability, protection, security. So there's choices around that. That's how that 4 of Pentacles is making me feel, is it's secure, like it's about being secure. Wow. And I see it being really successful. These cards just keep falling everywhere in your readings. This deck doesn't usually do that to me. All right. High Priestess is the card that represents in your destiny spot. So let's see more about High Priestess in the destiny. You're following your internal guidance system, you know, with the High Priestess, for sure. What you were doing in the past here, because these two, both Pisces energy, yeah, whatever it was that you were doing in the past, whatever kind of psychic gifts and abilities you have, this foresight to see into the future, keep doing it, keep visualizing it, because this is like a sign of your ships coming in or something that is being made manifest for you. The Hierophant, committed, like totally your belief in yourself and your belief in something, like, you know what I mean? Like even it's like the love and the security of this family, like that's where the belief is heavily, like if it's something like that, like this is good. Intuitively, this is something that you sensed was for you. It is a victory. It's success. It's your ships are coming in. What you visualized is coming true. And the Empress is always expansive. She's over all of the queens. Very abundant. So the fear could be the Tower. Tell me about the Tower energy. Sometimes we fear Tower energies. If we really don't need clarification on that, because if Tower energy is something that you're going to fear, now then it's going to be that sudden destruction comes in some way, shape, or form. If it's going to be in the hope, because it is a hope or a fear, then it could be that, you know, I want this thing to come crumbling down, or I want this to fall down. It just depends on your situation here. But we have a new beginning with the full, and she's like on this chessboard here, ringing a bell, like before she steps on someone's head. And then the Page of Wands. So good news. Making, you know, your inner child happy here. There's a lot of fun. There's a lot of play. We have the Emperor. 4-4, guided by your spirit team towards a new beginning. So they're obviously wanting you to take like a leap of faith, have confidence in something new. I don't know if this is like help or assistance here, maybe legally even, or somebody that's in a really powerful position that can help you out, or leadership, power, authority position, because you have the King of Swords, Emperor, and Justice. They all look very, they look very official. You could be stepping up also into some sort of leadership role, and it provide like a new experience for you. I think the Hierophant is your commitment and belief in yourself. And I think if you are, I mean, you have the Emperor and the Empress. If you are both of those energies, it's the power couple of the tarot. It's the major arcana for what you can create with divine masculine, divine feminine energy. A new cycle. A new cycle. A new season, good luck, good fortune. Tell me about what the Emperor and the Empress are going to do. So it looks like they kind of unite here in the future. Not to mention you have the Two of Cups in the heart space. Positive changes coming. Especially if there has been some distance between you and somebody, or you have placed yourself, like you have distanced yourself from, say, like dating particularly, or from something, maybe taking a rest, like had a pause for a new flow so that you could really see what's going on with your intuition, how you feel. The Telescope. And I mean, I just see this as being able to see farther than, you know, normally, which is what the Three of Wands is doing with the High Priestess. Being able to see farther. Believing before having to see. Communication with Fox P2. You have Geomagnetic Storm, which is things that are outside of your control, outside of you, and mainly saying, you know, when you find yourself in those situations, find the middle, or find the core, the calm, the eye of the storm. You also have DNA. This FOXP2 is the code, or in our DNA, the gene responsible for communication, how we communicate. And then you have DNA on the bottom. I think it's referring to divine blueprint, the original divine blueprint DNA, and flight, taking flight. Something's ready to, yeah, or something will take off kind of fast when it does. Maybe comes in like a storm even. Success that comes in like a storm, bringing positive changes. And sometimes we have a storm within ourselves that we need to have so that we can like break free here with this card, breaking free from our old habits and patterns, things that kept us stuck in the past, right? So it's like once that's done with or completed, this like storm inside ourselves makes us open up to a completely new experience. And yeah, you just take off. So the Pearl is opening up to this new experience. There's hidden layers. You're developing character. You're figuring things out. The world is your oyster. And I have a Namkara, unconditional love, romance, soulmates, uncommon bond, devoted, always, tenderness, timeless, constant affection, best friends, infinite love. So that's what I have for you. If you need a private reading, they are like this, video readings where you get a private video link. That information is in the description box below. And I will talk to you next time, sending you love and light. Bye, Capricorn.